Yeah, super proud. I think of a couple of those guys like Gary. I know he's not feeling good, and I think shows a lot that he went out there to play. Right, didn't have a Gary Trent type game, but still hit 2 big free throws. Still is a big threat out there for spacing, et cetera. Freddie as well, getting out there to play, and he was outstanding tonight, obviously. And you're right. I think we weathered without looking like we were. I don't know. From my vantage point, I think we thought we could win the game, even when it was getting shaky. We didn't look that shaky. We just kept on going.
Is that sort of a characteristic of this team that's developed over the year? They're unflappable, but they get in those situations and they think they're going to win.
Unflappable might be a little strong, but yeah, I mean, I think they keep playing. There's not a whole lot of really dejected walks to the timeouts and things like that. And I think that they respond good out of timeouts. They'll get a stop. They'll get a key bucket. They'll chase the glass extra hard, whatever it is to kind of keep some possessions going. And we had a lot of that tonight. We had a lot of offensive rebounding, and you could say we might have won it on a free throw crash. They're late, right? So finding ways with effort is always a good answer.
Was 9 seconds to go too early to foul?
Nope.
Then you didn't get a foul?
Nope. Didn't get 2 of them. We had one to give, so we certainly wanted to foul. I thought, and then again as well, up 3, but it's okay. Turned out okay today.
Offensive rebounding is almost contagious. I mean, it wasn't just.
Oh yeah.
You guys have been hitting it really well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's been a season-long theme. I mean, I don't know where. I don't really check the stats very often on that kind of stuff. I would imagine we're still in the top 2 or 3. Yeah.
3 or 4 in the last 5 games more than your average.
Yeah.
You're averaging like 16 or 17.
Yeah, we end up with some really big lineups here as of not like this trip, but fairly recently, right? We keep kind of getting bigger and bigger as we go, so it lends itself to that. And I always say we give ourselves a lot of chances at them too, so that helps too, I think.
It got to the point where they were fully sending 2 at Pascal,
Yep.
which hasn't happened a ton before now. I mean, how good is that? See the respect coming, and how do you think your guys responded to it?
Well, we did okay, right? We have planned on that coming and practiced that quite a bit, and you do what the counter is, and we did it. We didn't make any shots out of it, but we got a couple boards back, and it puts a lot of things in. It puts the defense in a lot of compromising situations, right? You're playing 4 against 3, and then you're rebounding. Usually 3 against 2 in those situations if your guys get on the glass. So, yeah, I thought we handled it okay. We didn't make all the plays we could have. All we need to do is stick 1 or 2 of those corner threes, and we probably put it away, but we don't. All you can do is execute, and we did that.
How, with Pascal's overall play in terms of getting to the rim, I mean, this has got to be near an all-time high?
He's getting there. I think, again, it's great composure. I think he's seeing things very clearly. I thought he spun away from where the help was coming a couple times really well, both directions, which is a good sign. And I thought he made one really big, tough bat where he really went in there and boom, nailed him and knocked him back and cleared some space. That's a great sign to see him make such a physical finish there when we really needed a bucket.
Okay, we'll go over to you, Phil. See just one hand.
Thanks, JQ. Yeah, just one hand. Go ahead, Aaron.
Late night with Aaron.
Sorry?
Late night with Aaron. The only one that stayed up, Aaron.
Yes, stayed up for you guys. Eric just asked about Pascal inside, but you talked about how the difference in him scoring whatever 20 points is sometimes that 3-point shot. Is he looking more comfortable? He took 5 tonight. He hasn't done that in a while.
Yep.
How important is that for him?
Well, I always say, I don't know if it's how true it is or not, but it just feels this way to me, that if he makes 3 in a night, that usually pushes him past 30. And tonight, that was about exactly right, 3 and 31. And I just think that he looked like he was going to take them, and he meant to, and he was going to make them. Thought one he kind of didn't think was going in that went in, maybe, there in the second half. Thought he kind of shot it and was like, and it snuck in kind of on the side. But no, I think with the makeup of our team, he's going to have to be a 3-point threat for us.
And I wanted to ask you about Scotty. He had those two big transition buckets going end to end in the fourth quarter, but looked a little shaky with that pass to Fred. What do you think of that both those sequences?
Well, I like it a lot, Aaron, just because he's in the mix, making plays, game on the line, and the more cracks he can get at him, the better for me. I think it's great. I think that one of the maybe things we're not he brings the ball up the floor and people think, well, he's too big to do that. We're going to pressure him, and he's making them pay. They don't take it from him, and he puts it on them, and he puts his body on them, and he goes in to make plays, and that'll end that pretty quickly. And the one pass out was a little shaky, but like I said, the more reps, the better it will be for him later on.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Sorry, one more for you, Nick. Go ahead, Michael.
Sorry, Nick.
It's okay, Michael.
You look at what you got from Precious, both offensively. I mean, you got called on the foul, but some very aggressive moves. And then I thought defensively on the ball, he was really, really good. Obviously, the last play. Where do you think this confidence has come from? I know you've referenced the All-Star game, but is it just kind of building game by
Yeah, well, he thinks he's a good defender, right? And I think he is too, right? I'm just saying, like, he's told me maybe several months ago. I think I've shared this with you guys already, but he told me a long while ago that if anybody ever gets really hot in a game, put me on them. I'll do everything I can to shut their water off. One of those kind of things. Probably before any of us knew that he was maybe as good a defender as we've seen. And it was just, they were small in relation to us, for sure. He moves his feet, as good as any of our length guys. So it made sense to keep him out there. And I thought Kim was unbelievably good tonight, right? It wasn't easy because Kim was unbelievably good and totally took Zubac out of the game. I mean, literally took him out of the game. It wasn't a factor and was, huge on his offensive rebounding and screen setting for those guys. He really had a great game going. So it wasn't easy, but it was just the best defensive matchup for us.